Hey everyone, Overwatch is upon us, and with it, many new heroes and villains to choose from. Hopefully with this video, I can better help you know what kind of character best suits your playstyle or the situation presented in game. Welcome to Save Station, and this is Overwatch Character Close-Up. First up, Genji, the Cybernetic Ninja. Currently my favorite character to play, Genji is a fearsome fighter who excels in agility. But before we get into the uses and abilities, let's take a brief look into the lore of the character. Genji was a young man who happened to be born in the Shimada clan, which is a kind of Yakuza gang based in Hanamura, Japan. Instead of engaging in various illegal activities, he preferred to live a more carefree life apart from the clan. Of course, there was pressure for him to join the clan right from the start. When Genji was older, his brother Hanzo was tasked with subduing Genji's carefree lifestyle and bringing him back into the fold. However, Genji refused and a duel ensued. Hanzo came to the conclusion that it was his duty to put his brother down, so as not to bring shame upon the Shimada clan's name. And so he did. Hanzo killed his brother Genji. But unbeknownst to Hanzo, Genji survived. However, his wounds were so severe that his physical body would be forever disabled. Overwatch found Genji and was able to restore him through the use of Mercy's healing abilities. Genji's body was so broken that a special suit had to be built for him to keep him alive, making him physically more machine than human. Genji then became conflicted about whether he was still actually human. This set him on the path to lead him to the robot monk Zenyatta, who then helped Genji find inner peace with his new form. Genji officially joined Overwatch and later was able to forgive his brother Hanzo. When picking a character to play, Blizzard has sectioned off characters into classes. This includes attack, defense, tank, and support classes. Now Genji falls under the attack class. I like to refer to him as a disruptor / flanking character. Think of Genji like an assassin. In game, he is best used as a kind of rover. His mobility is amongst the best out of all the characters available. His quickness allows him to get behind the opposing team, often singling out the weaker characters and eliminating them. However, it is also paramount when playing him to pick your battles very carefully. Genji does not have much health, so he will die very quickly if shot a few times. So a hit and run tactic would work very well when playing him. This may not always be very rewarding, but if used right, he can severely hamper the enemy's ability to push forward. Alright, so for Genji's abilities, we have his Shuriken. He defaults to throwing 3 in a straight line without any damage or range fall off. Each does 28 damage per, and then 84 damage if they're headshots. So always try and get those headshots, guys. Super important when you're really trying to take down an opponent. Now you can also switch the mode of fire as well. If you switch it, it'll default to a fan-like motion across his body. And this will give you much better options when you're up close to an opponent, when you really just need to hit them. It's less accurate from afar, but when you're just close, they're all going to hit. So definitely try and play with switching these modes. Alright, so next we have his Cyber Agility. Now this is his passive ability. What this means is it'll be available to you throughout the whole match. There's no cooldown on this at all. And this includes his wall climb and double jump. There's only 2 characters that have wall climb, and that's Hanzo and Genji. And then there's only one character that has double jump, and that's Genji. And this is really key for his mobility. He can get up walls, double jump to like a ledge, and all of a sudden you're around the team and they're not expecting you to like drop down or throw rain shuriken on them. So it's great for just getting people from unexpected places. It's super nice. Now the Swift Strike ability is probably second to Shuriken when dealing damage. It's a quick burst of like speed towards an opponent in a straight line that'll deal 50 damage, which about equates to 2 squares of health on the health bar. Now after the ability is used and that's usually like an 8-second cooldown. It could be reset immediately if the opponent that you use it against is eliminated. So that could potentially chain multiple kills if you set it up correctly with your teammates or even you. So always keep that in mind. It's also really good for escaping bad situations too. It's a quick burst and you're away from all the trouble that you were in like seconds before. Next we have Genji's deflect ability, which is his only defensive tool, but it's really kind of like a defensive and attacking tool. So it lasts 2 seconds with a cooldown of 8 seconds, but this will deflect about 90% of any projectile based attacks sent at him. And it could go right back to the opponent that sent it at him too. So in earlier versions of the game, it would automatically go back to the user of the projectile, but Blizzard deemed this to be a bit overpowered, so it was balanced, and now you have to aim your reticle at the person to deflect it back at them. So you can even deflect like an arrow right back to someone's head and they're dead. Lastly, we have his ultimate, which is Dragon Blade. Genji unleashes his Dragon Blade and delivers wide sweeping slashes to anyone near. Now this deals 120 damage per strike. Dragon Blade lasts 8 seconds, allowing Genji to roughly get 9 slashes out altogether. While using this ultimate, Shuriken are disabled. However, Genji can still use his Cyber Agility, Deflect, and Swift Strike. So a common strategy that I've seen while playing him is someone will Swift Strike into an opponent, turn around real quick, Dragon Blade him once or twice, kill him, Swift Strike again because it's reset, remember? And then keep going with that, and then deflect if you need to, and then Swift Strike out when it's finally all done. So keep that in mind when using Dragon Blade. It is super powerful, but Genji's still at the same low health. So that's Genji. Use his mobility to flank opposing teams, peppering them afar with Shuriken, finish off any low health opponents with Swift Strike, then escape if need be, deflect incoming projectiles back at the user to defend yourself, then finish off multiple opponents with strong Dragon Blade strikes. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching Overwatch Character Close-Up, guys. Hopefully now you have a good overview on what makes this character useful in game. I gotta say, this is definitely my favorite character to play right now, so this was a real kind of like fun video to do. Let me know your thoughts on Genji in the comments section below. If you want to see more close-ups for other characters, hit that subscribe button. If you're feeling a little extra generous, maybe hit the old like button too. Thanks for watching. This has been Save Station, and I will see you at your next save.